We are in the big game now. We're not screwing around anymore. Okay? We're not playing games anymore. Bitcoin is done playing games. Crypto is done playing games. If you look at the Solana charts today, holy crap, they're not playing games over there. What is going on with that? In today's video, we're talking about Bitcoin, some of the big stories happening right now, sharing a few funnies as well. We have some Solana news, some other stuff, meme coins. It's going to be a good, fun time. So welcome to the party. Thanks for joining the stream or listening later if you want to listen to the replay. See you guys in the chat. What is up? Nice to see everybody hanging out today. Of course, we'll be answering your questions in the second half of the stream, so make sure to stick around for the good times. So let's go ahead and hop straight into this. Let's look at the Bitcoin charts. What is going on right now? Not a lot. Small sell-off today for Bitcoin, getting back under $70,000, down around 68,500. Nothing crazy. Interesting to note. Let's just put it as an interesting to note right now. Okay, nothing to particularly worry about momentarily, but the MACD for Bitcoin right now is closing in on a potential bearish cross. Now, these kind of bearish crosses do come, but they haven't really had much of an impact for a while. You can see we had one back here in November, didn't really do very much. We had one here in December, didn't do too much. We did see a slight sell-off come in after that. Normally, this is something you go, especially after such a big rise in this indicator here. Normally, it's something you go, maybe there's a cool-off period coming, but then Wall Street just keeps gigabitting Bitcoin relentlessly. But still, let's just put that out there as food for thought, okay? I have a few other food for thoughts here for you, too. And you might be wondering, Lark, why don't you just, go Giga Moon Boy here and just embrace it? We love Bitcoin price going up. It's fantastic. I just want everybody to, remain safe and, not over leverage near the tops and stuff like this when there is still risks of pullbacks and stuff in the market, guys. They're going to happen. Now, I've been speculating we may not see a very significant pullback until 90 to 100K, but we still could. One big news story is enough to just spook the crap out of the markets too. So just, food for thought again. But hey, it seems like Wall Street is absolutely refusing to slow down. BlackRock spot Bitcoin had a record trading volume of over $3.8 billion. Billion dollars. Crazy stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, I'll answer this question real quick from Lux Phoenix. I know we're going to answer most of the questions at the end of the stream, but actually that was an interesting question, so we're going to answer that. He said, do you think Sol is pumping because the ETH upgrade is a nothing burger? No. ETH is pumping. Solana is pumping because people recognize that Solana is an interesting play, and it's the main hype narrative we're seeing build around this cycle. The ETH upgrade was not a nothing burger. I'm sorry, but that's not even close to true. It was never going to help Ethereum layer 1 that's still a big pile of steaming crap, essentially using ETH layer 1. ETH layer 2s, though, are now cost competitive with Solana. So it was not a nothing burger by any means. We've had a gigantic reduction on ETH layer 2. ETH layer 2, again, some ETH layer 2 chains as cheap as or cheaper than Solana. Imagine that. Anyway, we're getting off topic here. We're talking about Bitcoin, guys. We'll get to the questions in a second. I just wanted to answer it real quick. Anyway, so huge volumes coming through here. BitMEX pointing out we had another $684 million inflow day. What? That is absolute insanity. So far this week, we've had over $2 billion of inflows into Bitcoin ETF products. Again, huge money here. Wall Street's not playing around. It's not a game, guys. They're doing a land grab on crypto right now, Bitcoin specifically, obviously. But do you see what's going on here? Do you see this? This is crazy numbers. That being said, I want to share this one from Neste. He said, if we lose 69K, we could see a final dip before continuation. Looking back at how price has reacted around previous all-time highs. Will it react a similar way this time? It's hard to say, of course. Rect Capital also saying, hey, guys, everything's very exciting, but Bitcoin is slowly approaching the danger zone where historical pre-halving retraces have begun. None of this may matter right now because we've broken so much of our structure. Again, just food for thought here for everybody. Wall Street doesn't care. Wall Street doesn't care about your charts. That's what's going on here. Holy crap. Look at this. Wealth advisor platform Cetera, etc. They just approved Bitcoin ETFs to be offered to clients. Now it has $475 billion under management. Oh, sorry, under administration, 190 under management. It's a big number. It's a big number. Yeah, very, very interesting. Melissa says, where does he get the inflows from? We need outflows someday too. Yeah, there will be outflow days. That's one thing to always remember about these Bitcoin ETF products. It's not a one-way street. It's not some black box where just everything disappears forever. No. There will be outflows, but just not today. Not significantly anyway. Huge inflows coming in, just seeming not to stop coming in from Wall Street. This is the fuel for the rocket ship on the way up. And it's crazy right now to watch. And we just keep getting stories like this, big stories about new big asset managers coming into the party. It's crazy. And look at this. Here's for reference. I love this post from Bitcoin Magazine. Said it took 4 years for MicroStrategy to buy 205,000 Bitcoin. They almost have 1% of the supply, by the way. It took just a few months for BlackRock to buy 223,000 Bitcoin for a spot Bitcoin ETF. They now have more than 1% of the supply. That's crazy. These are crazy numbers we're talking about. MicroStrategy, we've just, those guys have been absolutely on top of just wild bullishness for Bitcoin. And yet, here you go. BlackRock comes in. The big boys. Again, we're not playing games here anymore. The big boys are here with their big boy pants, and they put their big boy pants on, and they're buying big boy amounts of Bitcoin. That's what's going on right now, okay? Which is quite funny considering that Michael Saylor said this the other day. He said, whoever gets the most Bitcoin wins, and it must piss him off that BlackRock's already beat him after years and years of diligent stacking, literally hundreds of thousands of Bitcoin. BlackRock just comes in and, oh, well. Michael, man, this dude, holy cow. Hey, let's do a real quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is iTrust. Thanks to them for sponsoring today's stream. Guys, if you want to do some tax efficient crypto trading, you can bring over your existing IRA, you can roll over your 401k, other retirement plans, and you can buy and sell crypto 365 days a year, 24/7 without hitting any taxable events during that process. They got all the fun popular coins, Aave, Cardano, Avalanche, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And you can make 1,000 trades over here. No taxes. Because again, you've wrapped it in a tax efficient vehicle. iTrust is the biggest crypto IRA provider. They have the highest number of users, most assets under management, and most trading volume. And I know you're thinking, I'll just get Bitcoin ETF. Well, that's just Bitcoin. That only trades Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. Okay. So if you want 365 trading, if you want to be where crypto is in the nonstop market and be able to react to that nonstop market, iTrust got you covered. They also have gold and silver, the real stuff, not paper garbage. If you want to diversify out, that's with their partnership with Kitco. Link in the description where you can learn more about iTrust, as well as get a $100 account funding bonus. Okay. So thanks again to iTrust. So let's get into it. This is funny. Now, look, if you're newer to the space, this might all be a bit of insider baseball to you, but anybody who's been around for a while, there's this guy, Craig Wright. Okay, let me just explain for the people who might not have known. There's this guy, Craig Wright, and for years he has been saying, I am Satoshi Nakamoto, with zero proof of that, with a whole string of bullshit and lies. And he went off and made the Bitcoin Satoshi vision, which anyway. So the courts have said, Greg Wright is not Satoshi, and he did not create Bitcoin. He's not the author of the white paper. He did not author the Bitcoin software. There you go. Was that going to stop Craig Wright from saying that he's Satoshi? No, of course not. But this guy over here, as Tony says, yes, Tony, I agree. More likely Hal Finney. Where is it at? There we go. Hal Finney's the guy we all want to have been Satoshi, because Hal Finney was a decent dude, humble, decent dude. And he's also not here anymore. So that means Satoshi's Bitcoin's not going to move. But I think we all want to be Hal Finney. Likely, of course, it was maybe a small team of people. That was the Satoshi Collective. I like that theory. Yeah. Crazy stuff. How anybody ever thought Craig freaking Wright, man? How anybody ever thought this dude was Satoshi? I don't even. Hey, here's another funny story for you, by the way. Famous Bitcoin hater, Peter Schiff, who is just excellent. I got to give my hat off to Peter Schiff here. If I had a hat, I'd take it off, because this dude is the best at absolutely just gaming the algorithm in terms of just, trash talking Bitcoin all the time. He's always saying Bitcoin's going to zero, which triggers people, and they come in and comment on his posts, and his accounts grow bigger, and he sells more gold to people, and smart marketing. Anyway, what's interesting, he was on an interview with Raoul Pal and on the Tom Bilyeu podcast. And basically he was asked, like, don't you regret not buying Bitcoin? He's like, yeah, of course. If only he had not been a hater. And now it's interesting because he built his identity as a Bitcoin hater, and his ego has prevented him from buying Bitcoin ever. And that's a cautionary tale for everybody out there listening, because I know he would have seen Bitcoin early and been initially skeptical, and then he's been educated so many times by so many people over the years about Bitcoin at a variety of price points. People have been trying to get Peter Schiff to buy Bitcoin for 10 freaking years. And he's been educated about Bitcoin for a long time. But he kept, his initial stance was, well, I don't like it. I'm going to be a hater of Bitcoin. It's not going to be as good as gold. It's just a fad. Bullshit. Okay, fine. Then a few years later, just as it keeps going on and not disappearing, he just keeps not updating his way of thinking, and his ego won't let him update his way of thinking. So it's interesting. Peter, if you end up watching this, I know, man, we've all been there with different coins. Okay. I'm not trying to throw you under the bus here, man, but it's just an interesting example. Okay. Because I've done this as well with altcoins, where I've seen them pump up and like, nah, I'm not going to buy that. I could have bought that for a lot less back when nobody believed it. Now everybody believes in it. It's going up. I'm not going to buy it because it's up in price, and I could have had it for 10x less. I'm not going to buy it now. And then it goes up another 10x, or 20x, or 50x, and 100x. And I'm like, well, I should have bought it 100x ago. It's important to update your way of thinking. And Peter has been so contrarian for such a long time, and he had so many opportunities to buy. Like, why not just, sure, keep being the gold guy, put 5% of your money into Bitcoin. You had all the smartest people in this industry trying to convince you of it for years, and you very easily could have bought it at great prices and been massively in profits, way more than your gold profits would be. Anyway, interesting story. I thought I'd share it with you. Okay, where are we up to next? Let's talk about Solana. Solana, what up? Solana is doing things, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this freaking weekly candle on Solana. This is insanity, man. Solana has been the asset of this cycle. It is up 36% this week. Beautiful looking chart right there. Wow. MACD sitting in a nice uptrend right now. No bearish cross coming in there. Solana, new paradigm money vibes. Look at this. We're getting very, very close to $185 right now. We're getting very close to a major area of price resistance around $200. Now, last area of price resistance was quite a ways back. We did have a little bit of resistance around that area, but have since blasted through that $140 range. Now closing in on $200. Now, the total market cap of Solana, I think, has just reached a new all-time high, if I'm correct in that, because a lot more new coins have come in since the previous dollar per unit highs. Still, though, I did not buy a bag of Solana at any point. I suffered from, to an extent, similar ideas, right? Where it's like, well, it's already up. I could have bought it early, whatever, screw it. And look, I have enough exposure to top dog coins in the top 20, right? I've got my big AVAX bags, for example, and similar sort of vibes. I'm sure AVAX is absolutely going to have its moment in the sun, but I am blown away by just the absolute level of hype that the entire Solana ecosystem has been getting. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. It's great to see, and it's great to see. I celebrate all you guys who were taking those risks and were buying that Solana nice and early. So well done. Now I'm on to the beta plays, buying Jupiter, right? I think that's also going to have a great moment. Of course, Jupiter was 60 cents and I was buying some. Oh, I should have bought more. I should have got rid of that whole damn bag of Arbitrum and bought Jupiter. It'd already be up 50%. Whereas Arbitrum, still a stable coin, not doing anything. Arbitrum bags. Bastards. Anyway, look at this. This is crazy. Solana flips Ethereum and every other chain in daily stablecoin transfer volume. This is crazy. We keep seeing so many statistics like this, flipping it in stablecoin volume, flipping it in NFT trading volume, flipping it in total DEX volume, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Everybody is getting on Solana. It's really interesting to see. Like the numbers, look on chain, look at the numbers, look what's actually happening, right? Jupiter Exchange, creating some new narratives to pump my Jupiter bags. Good work, guys. Hats off to the devs for that. Appreciate that. They've introduced value average investing, so it lets you auto invest in a token based on price action, which is interesting. They're already their sort of dollar cost averaging features are really good. Actually, I've bought a few tokens using their dollar cost averaging features, so you don't move the price very much if you're buying just a few $100 or whatever every hour, for example, instead of trying to buy like $20,000 at a time. Then you move the price a bunch, but just try and buy a little bit. You don't move the price very much. It's a nice feature, actually. I wish more exchanges bring that kind of stuff in. So that's pretty cool to see. Now let's talk about meme coins. So Bloomberg, maybe, I don't know. You know, again, it's so, we're so early in the cycle still, but at the same time, we still have to pay attention to what's going on. And even though we're going to go much have, we will have corrections in the market. And we have things that make me uncomfortable, like this. Bloomberg, and there's actually been quite a few mainstream media, like CNBC kind of stuff, talking about like dog with hat. Does that feel toppy to you? I don't know, but then dog with hat just keeps pumping. Anyway, Bloomberg shared about Pepe and Whiff meme coins with their 5.1 million followers on Instagram and declaring that the meme coin frenzy is back. Franklin Templeton, $1.5 trillion asset manager, goes full degen with investor note on meme coins. Even though they say they have no inherent value or utility, they are great for quick profits. Normally, this kind of talk would make me cautious. Maybe it should make us cautious. Too much mainstream acceptance too quickly for the new paradigm of money, which is dog with hat. Meme coin sector overall still putting in nice gains this week. A lot of the low cap stuff, we're seeing big gains, but there will be a moment. I don't know when that moment comes, but there will be a moment when we have a brutal sell-off. And meme coins will not be exempt from that when it happens, okay? But there you go. Right now, dog with hat, fourth biggest meme coin right now. Shiba Inu. There's a new dog in town, man. You may not hold your position for much longer at this rate. It's interesting. Shiba Inu is still worth $20 billion. It's crazy. I mean, I understand Dogecoin. Dogecoin's the OG. It's kind of like the Bitcoin. I know. But it's kind of like the Bitcoin of meme coins. Shiba Inu, though, I don't know, man. Your position. You need to put a hat on that dog, or it's gonna be in trouble. The Pepe meme as well, man. That's crazy. This thing just went wild. Anyway, lots of great memes out there. I hope you guys make money on memes if you're playing that game. Be safe, of course, because a lot of them do end up being total garbage. Now, maybe I am mid-curving memes and I need to go more full degen on my meme coin plays, but the one meme coin I've bought, so I bought two coins this week. I bought more Jupiter and I bought more Puff this week, which is the meme coin backed by like Mantle Foundation and all that stuff. And it's going to be this whole big journey thing. As always, guys, if you ever want to see my portfolio disclosures, venture investments, risk statement on crypto investing, because you can lose all your money. Never forget. You can find that down below in the description on YouTube or the pinned comment on X. Yeah. Anyway, maybe these sort of meme coins that have higher levels of legitimacy, we can say, they're launched by more reliable teams with bigger backers behind them. Like we have Foxy coming up too. Did you guys hear about this one yet? Foxy, this is the one being launched by Consensus, which is the Ethereum development studio, right? The guys behind the Linea layer 2, the guys behind MetaMask, they're launching a Foxy meme coin here in the not so distant future. Like or like DED, DED. That is the one backed by the Polkadot Foundation. Are these like non-degen sort of meme coins going to be successful, or am I overthinking it? And these are the ones that, because the suits have launched them, are not going to do that well. I guess it'll be interesting to find out. Just go and find the new, Chihuahua coming you whatever coin, and that's the one that's gonna go up, because that's meme coins, guys. Hey, before we dive into your questions, real quick note: if you guys have not yet checked out the Wealth Master newsletter, check it out. Best damn newsletter in crypto. Every week, my team and I spend about 40 hours a week putting this bad boy together for you. Huge amounts of research go into everything in here: news, altcoin alpha, altcoin deep dives, altcoin charts, airdrops, NFTs, and much, much more. You can join our 110,000 plus weekly readers using the link down below in the description or the pinned comment on X. So let's dive in. It's time, guys. It's time. The continuing series of fishing for sponsorships with Perrier. No, hey, get some other sponsors, some other sparkling water one of these days. Not looking for a sponsorship with Perrier, guys. Just having fun. Make sure to drink water. Water's good. Good for the soul. Lark, what are your thoughts on Aivo? Aivo's interesting. Formerly Ribbon Finance. Look, they've had big momentum, I think, and that's really something worth pointing out. Big momentum. They're one of the biggest perpetual dexes already out there, and they also have the pre-sale markets. Like, I'm not super expert on what Aivo is doing, but yeah, interesting. At the current prices, I don't know. They pumped like 200% in 2 weeks, so I don't know. But certainly, I think they're an interesting player to keep an eye on in the on-chain space, with all their sort of perpetuals markets and their pre-sale markets and stuff like that. So yeah. Tony says the We Are here. This one. The We Are Satoshi girl is that AOC. It's interesting. I've heard people say it's AOC before, or is it Lynn Alden? I actually think, I'm not sure. I guess I should ask Josie sometime about it, but I think that might be the artist herself. It might be a self-image of Josie Bellini, the artist. So she kind of looks like that. Could be. Anyway, good question. Didn't ask her. Should ask her sometime. Lark, what do you think about Dogecoin? It's the OG, man. The OG meme coin. It was memeing long before. It was memeing before these other dog coins were even out of their mommy's bellies. How about that? I don't know. Look, the interesting thing is, with these really, really big cap meme coins, you have to understand these are now trading more like the other big cap coins. You're not going to go buy a Dogecoin and get 100x out of it. So just disabuse yourself of those kind of thoughts. If you want the 100x, 1000x, 10,000x gains, this really happens in crypto, by the way. There's so many posts right now on Twitter of people who bought $500 or whatever of WIF back in the day and sold it for like 200% gains or something. And then they could have had millions of dollars had they just held on to it. Hindsight, right? So Dogecoin's great. Big fan. Love the meme. Will it make you rich or anything like that? No. But if you're really looking for the big gains on meme coins, then you need to go further afield. If you're looking for the meme coin that's kind of made it and has a pretty well-established position, is not going anywhere, in my opinion, that's Dogecoin, and it will make money throughout the cycle, just not wild money. Okay. Guillaume, how late is it for a newbie jumping into this market? That's a really good question, actually. Hold on. That's a good question. I've actually just made a video, which is going to come out either tomorrow or Sunday. I can't remember. Addressing this very topic, but long story short, you're not early, but you're also not super late. I would say right now we're at phase 3, or what I define as phase 3, which is now that we are starting to hit price discovery for Bitcoin. Ethereum's getting close. Solana's not that far away, for example. Now that we're starting to get in the earliest steps of price discovery for top cap coins, we're entering into this new phase of the market where this is where the biggest markups historically have happened, where you'll see Bitcoin go up to, I don't know, some big number. We say maybe as much as 250K this cycle. We'll see, of course, but you'll see huge markups. And if that happens and all your altcoins go up dramatically, so you're not early, but you're also not super late. Like, for example, had you bought Ethereum when it was $1,000, you might get a 15x out of it this cycle. Buying Ethereum now, 3 or 4x, guess 400% gains, 3x from here, something like that. So you get up to, $16,000. So the risk reward has changed a lot. That being said, there's new coins launching all the time. There's new opportunities all the time. And I think the market's going to be full of those exciting new opportunities for the rest of the year. But there will be a stage when that phase in the market gets really late and you don't want to keep buying new stuff or risking new money. But I'd say now and for probably the next few months, not financial advice, of course, you need to make your own decisions. I would say generally there's going to be a lot of opportunity still in the market, but it won't last forever. Okay. Jojo Mon says, are we in a good range to DCA into AIT, or do you think it might go lower for a better entry at the recent pullback? I mean, look, if you're dollar cost averaging, then you probably shouldn't be worried about too much of the, if it's going to pull back or not. It's kind of the point of dollar cost averaging. You're going to buy a little bit this week, a little bit next week, a little bit the week after that, in order to create a good average price for your position. So will it have a bigger pullback? I mean, there's a lot of volatility in these low cap AI related coins. Okay. So 100% possible, 100% possible. Crypto pricey. Can you help me understand why the spot price of Bitcoin goes up when ETFs buy OTC? The ETFs, the OTC desks in the USA anyway, are largely out of Bitcoin. Coinbase is providing, of course, a lot of Bitcoin. Oh, there's a bird out there. Hey, bird, what are you doing? Sorry, you're distracted here. Where are we at? Bitcoin OTC, yes. Look, basically, they are creating demand. They're going to Coinbase. They're getting these coins, and Coinbase is needing to provide them with these coins. Okay, it's not all just backroom smoke and mirror OTC deals. Okay, there's a bit of that, but buying OTC, I mean, so okay, you buy OTC on Coinbase. Where do you think Coinbase is getting it from? The exchange. It creates real demand for the asset, right? So, but it's a good question. It's a good question. I like that. Okay. Lark, any comments on Jupiter Cat? Where's my Lark? You promised. Where's my Theta video? Patience, man. I right now have a list of about 100 different explainer videos that we're going to be doing. So we will get to Theta. It is on the list. It's higher on the list than other coins, but I think we have another 10 or 15 explainer videos. I hope you guys are enjoying those explainer videos. We do one Render, had one Avalanche, we did one Celestia last week. We've got one on BitTensor coming up in a couple days. So like we're doing a lot of great review videos. I hope you guys are enjoying those. Anyway, we will get to Theta. It's out there. It's coming. Okay. So just wait. We got lots of great videos coming for you guys. And those videos are not, by the way, to be very, very clear, those videos are not me saying you need to run out and buy this coin. These are just explainer videos for people who want to know information, because I know a lot of people are coming into the market right now. A lot of people are looking for educational information. And so I want to provide that information, no shill kind of stuff. Just, hey, here's this coin. Here's what it does. Here's risks and opportunities. Here's what you might want to know about it before considering an investment in that, if that's something you're looking at or not. Okay. Hey, Lark, are you still looking forward to Dead? Seems like they keep delaying making proposals for more money funding. Yeah, I think it's going to be a big when it comes. Again, with these sort of foundation sort of backed meme coins, whether it be Foxy or Puff or Dead, we'll see how they play out. I think it's something to an extent new that we're seeing in the meme coin space. But yeah, I think it's got lots of potential. We'll see. Obviously, hope they make the snapshot announcement soon. Thoughts on CAS? Don't really know as much about as I should. I know it's very popular, guys. I know that's also on the list for explainer videos. So keep an eye out. Oh, Anna, great question. Do you think that ETF buyers are more diamond handers than us abnormies? Abnormies, I like it. No, you got to remember BlackRock, Fidelity, these guys are calling up their retail customers, people who can, of course, afford it, but they're calling up retail customers, real estate agents, business people, bankers, lawyers, doctors, whatever, saying, hey, man, Bitcoin ETF's out. Have you heard about it? Do you want to buy one? And then they buy one. Those people, when they wake up one day, say the guy buys it today, $72,000. He wakes up tomorrow and Bitcoin's dropped down to 60. What do you think that guy's doing? Is he diamond handed it? Maybe. But maybe he's calling back his BlackRock salesperson saying, get me out of this crap. What is this? I didn't sign up for this. I thought it was going to go up. So, as always, keep in mind, the Bitcoin going into these ETF products can just as easily come out. Okay. Lark, can you talk about the Render token and the Render founder speaking at the NVIDIA conference? I don't have too much to say on it beyond we did do an explainer video for that the other day. Far from being an expert on all the intricacies of Render. But the NVIDIA conference will be big, I think, for AI in general. And my sort of gut feeling is that we could see a bit of a correction in the AI coin market post NVIDIA conference. So maybe watch out for that. Usual stuff where you have it with a big event, lots of hype, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. But look, Render's been around for a while. They've been doing great work, obviously, and they've got a huge amount of traction this cycle as AIs are really starting to take off in the broader world, but certainly the crypto AI coins are starting to get a lot more attention than they used to. And I think there's a lot of potential there. It's funny. I was talking to, what's his name? Ben Goitzel back in the day. And it was interesting talking about him back in the day about AI and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, it's been something we've been talking about for a while. And that was 2017, 2018. I was talking to this guy about AI, so it's definitely been here for a while, but now we're actually finally starting to see it take off, I think, in a pretty meaningful way. So yeah. To the guy asking, where are we at here? Some guy's asking about Lark, you had some harsh words for ADA today. Why so bearish? What today? I don't know what you're talking about. The only thing I think I've talked about Cardano today, not on the stream, but we talked about it on Twitter that Cardano has been a bit overlooked this cycle. Is that harsh words? I don't know. I think it has been a bit overlooked this cycle. But the total value locked on Cardano has increased significantly this year. It's now reached around $600 million mark. I'll share that with you guys. Want to see the tweet in reference here? Maybe this is what you're referring to. Quote, are you bullish on ADA? I don't think that's particularly harsh words for Cardano. Yeah, it's encouraging, actually. But anyway, that's just my opinion. In terms of Cardano, look, as I've stated many, many times here, I'm wishing Cardano the best. I'm not a Cardano hater. I made lots of money on Cardano. It has been a slow burn. And I feel like if you're a Cardano holder, how can you not at least be a bit disappointed? Look at everything else that's happened. In the meantime, while you've been waiting for Cardano to do something, think about it. All these layer twos have launched and have immediately soared to higher levels of total value locked. For example, let's go to DeFi Llama, actually, have a quick look. Have a look at chains here, because here we go. Let's have a look. TVL. Here we go. Cardano's number 15, so it's not doing particularly bad, right? But Sui, which launched literally last year, already has more TVL than Cardano. Okay, Base has 700 million. That launched just a few months ago, it seems. Think about Blast already has $1 billion, and it's just been out for 3 months, or was started production 3 months ago, for example, right? So, it's just a real statement, right? I mean, again, no hate on Cardano here, but don't you feel like you should have more by this point? Cardano has been around since 2017. Think about it. So where's everything? Where's all the cool stuff happening? And again, I know there's apps and stuff on Cardano. I'm not saying that there's not, but I keep having this feeling that this cycle, Cardano really needs to show up big time and bring out some like irresistible apps and some irresistible reasons for people to go and hang out on Cardano. Now, Cardano's still a top 10 coin, but look at the hype right now. Look at the hype, the metrics, everything on Solana, which launched, by the way, only back in 2020, 3.5 years after Cardano launched. And everybody's talking about it. Everybody's using it. Everybody wants to get on it. Everybody wants to go play meme coins on there. And all the metrics are just shooting up insanely. And nobody's talking this stuff about Cardano because it's not happening on Cardano. The on-chain metrics are not showing that. Not to say that it can't happen or that it won't happen, but that's not happening right now. And then you ask yourself, well, what's the path to making that happen? Because I know where Solana is going. Solana's got Fire Dancer coming, right? We have all this excitement building around everything happening on the Solana chain. I know where Ethereum is going and all their layer twos. And by the way, look at all the layer twos that have launched years after Cardano. Arbitrum, Optimism, all this stuff that have dramatically higher TVL, dramatically higher usage rates. So again, this is not me trashing Cardano. This is just the honest facts about what's going on with Cardano right now. And I want them to succeed. I want all you guys who hold Cardano to make shit tons of money. I hope you understand that. Okay? That's my thoughts. Okay. J-Man says, hey, Lark, a good buddy of mine finally got into crypto. I have no crypto friends. They all think it's fake internet money. Their loss. He said, I sent him a link to your videos. He had bought Bitcoin and Avalanche. That's good. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Appreciate that. Lark, do you do portfolio reviews? Not usually. We've done one on the channel, and I know it's, I think, an interesting topic. Maybe we'll do them again. They take a lot of time, and I haven't had the time to do them. You really need to sit down and think about it. I haven't had the time to do those, but maybe in the future. I know we've had a lot of requests for portfolio reviews, so maybe in the future we will get around to that. Lark, what happened to the lizard on your wall? The wall's been cleaned up. Trying to keep it nice and chill here. Hey, Sultan. Yeah, it is bad for decentralization of Bitcoin. He says, isn't it bad for decentralized Bitcoin for BlackRock to have so much holdings? Look at the part of Bitcoin, bad or good, I don't know. But the reality of Bitcoin is that anybody can buy it. Okay, it's open to everybody, including BlackRock, who's not a pro Bitcoin organization necessarily. They're just here to make a buck, and that's fine. Most of us are. But in terms of long-term security parameters and stuff like that, the more Bitcoin that goes into paper products, the less Bitcoin is being transacted on chain, the harder it is to feed the miners, the harder it is to keep the network secure. And that's not a problem that we're going to need to worry about for the next, well, probably for even our lifetimes. But maybe in the year 2100, they're going to have to start having these serious conversations around long-term sustainability on chain, assuming Bitcoin's still around then and all this kind of stuff. Okay. Lark, you holding ApeCoin? Nope, but you can always see my portfolio disclosures down below in the description if you're ever interested. Anton says Cardano TVL doesn't include its liquid staking. If it did, it would be second or third in TVL. That's interesting. That's interesting. There's liquid staking. Liquid staking, not it's just staking. If that's true, then, well, that's interesting. Assuming that Lido Finance, let me see here. Is Lido Finance being counted on Ethereum? Let's just have a look according to DeFi Llama. Yeah, so they're counting that. Didn't actually realize there was a big liquid staking protocol that has billions of dollars of Cardano locked up. But if that's the case, then their TVL would be higher. And you got to keep in mind that Ethereum, because liquid, right. Actually, interesting. So while Lido Finance is the, here's one for you. And I don't know if I'll click into Cardano and see here. So those kind of metrics can be problematic. Let me just say this. So on DeFi Llama, let's bring it up. on DeFi Llama. Look at this. So Lido Finance, number one DeFi app. However, they do not count the $38 billion of Ethereum in the TVL. So Ethereum TVL, $55 billion. Let's go down to Cardano. Here we go. So again, are we talking about actual liquid staking or just staking? Because staking contracts don't count. If staking contracts counted, then everyone else would still be, miles ahead. Not necessarily, maybe Cardano would be higher in the rankings then, right? So I don't know what the giant liquid staking protocol is on Cardano that has billions of dollars worth of Cardano locked up. Because in order to get into the top three, it'd have to be literally billions of dollars worth of Cardano. Now I know they've got a big staking protocol, but I didn't know it was liquid staking. There's a difference there. Okay. Anyway, again, guys, no hate on Cardano here. I hope you are taking the comments as I intend them to be. Okay, we got one or two more here for you guys. Then we're gonna finish up for today. Lark, Vern, following since 2020. Do you think that's so hot right now? Teaming up with OnlyFans will be the next big meme coin. I have no idea what this is. You need to verify any partnerships. I mean, has OnlyFans actually tweeted about that? Have they said we are supporting and integrating or whatever this meme coin? So I have no idea. Could it be narrative potential? Sure, why not? But I know nothing about it. And be careful about people making big promises, because do you remember? You may not have been around back then. If you've been following since 2020, maybe you've been in crypto since 2017. I don't know. But back in 2017, maybe it's early 2018, there was a cryptocurrency called Verge. May have heard of it, may not have heard of it. Something, private transactions, bullshit. Anyway, they teamed up with Pornhub. Cornhub, we did not say the P word on the channel. The Cornhub, and the Cornhub, they integrated the Verge cryptocurrency for payments. New paradigm, money vibes. Everybody, this is the biggest thing ever. Oh my gosh! And then, hey, Verge died. Not died. I'm sure somebody's still trading. It's probably, I don't know, still somewhere in the rankings, isn't it? But nobody cares about it anymore. I haven't heard anybody talk about that cryptocurrency in years. So thanks for reminding me that it even existed. So be careful of those kind of 49. Wow, it's still got $100 million market cap even after all this time. God damn, crypto's crazy. Anyway, just be careful about those kind of partnerships, and if they're real, and do they actually mean anything? Because an announcement like that, even if it comes from the official OnlyFans account, might only account for a day or two of pump narrative. And then, that's it. And then everybody says, but it's the one that has the partnership. Does it matter? No, probably not. Anyway, I hope that's useful for you guys. Guys, you're awesome. We're going to finish up there. We're getting off into the deep end here. I hope you've enjoyed the conversation, enjoyed the chat. You guys are awesome. Thanks for joining, for talking shop on crypto today, man. I love it. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I'll see you back for live stream on Monday. Peace out.